On 2nd and 10, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And, it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season, because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15 definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, and teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't put it past head coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play.
Goff now looks to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
14.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Super one.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Well, thinking about what the Cleveland Browns have been able to do this year, I guess not many places, not many franchises, if you're fighting around 500, would you be saying, hey, this is a giant leap forward, but this is a giant leap forward this year for Cleveland.
After years and years and years of false starts, it is a huge leap forward. And not only are they on the right track now, because they've got coaching, working with administration, with the players playing well. They're not only taking a big step forward, they're still in the playoff hunt. Think about that for the Cleveland Browns in 2018.
After the last 3 years winning a combined 4 football games.
Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mayfield now on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green 39.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, Mayfield. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Higgins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third and long. It's Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
DC.
Again, Goff. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield on 1st down. Fells has it, left side. Space to run past the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Mayfield now, dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
180. Merlin. Starting left here.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Gurley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Mayfield being chased out left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him turning, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Forced out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
To throw, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now Goff on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at... Would have been running that football.
180.
From the 50, it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. Down inside the 20.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the night, and the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have two touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. 40.
walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Brown blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing, need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Pushes him over. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
By the way, Derrick Henry, you might want to refer to him as Fantasy League MVP Derrick Henry with what he put together down the stretch. And you think back to Week 14, that monster game, man, was he good.
Yeah, 4 touchdowns, including one from 99 yards in Week 14 against Jacksonville. And how about the next week in the Meadowlands, threw another 170 yards on top of that with 2 more touchdowns. And now the Titans running game, they are hitting their stride as they head towards January football.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek get him for a loss of about 3. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. On third down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Tennessee Titans, their situation right now, Charles, in a fight for a wild card spot. They've been a bit of a tough team to figure out this year, but hey, they're getting hot at the right time, and that's December.
Yeah, and they've got some signature wins along the way, don't they? Remember they beat Philadelphia earlier in the year at home in overtime. Remember they went on the road and beat Dallas. Exactly right, getting hot at the exact right time. Really jumped on Jacksonville in a Thursday night game not too long ago. Derrick Henry ran wild. How about the follow-up at New York against the Giants in Week 15? Ends up going for well over 100 again. So look out, because when their running game's going, the Tennessee Titans are tough to deal with.
Mariota now on second down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. From the gun, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The NFC North champion Chicago Bears, they take the field here again on offense. Their first division title this year since 2010. They clinched it back in Week 15 with that victory over Green Bay. Of course, Green Bay's had their number, especially in recent years. But what a season it's been for Chicago.
And when you think about their previous 4 years, 5-11, 6-10, 3-13, and 5-11 again in 2017. Now they'll have at least one home game in Soldier Field in January. This is a big turnaround. And I'd say go ahead and engrave the Coach of the Year award to Matt Nagy, their head coach. And it also will seal hirings going forward. Sean McVay with the Rams in 2017. Matt Nagy with the Bears in 2018. Look for those offensive guys to get the first crack at these jobs.
Running with Howard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They pitch out to Howard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is Howard on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are in for 6. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Here's Parkey now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good pick up there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, Mariota buying time to his left. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped, or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Trubisky to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A give to Howard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. They run with Howard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trubisky will throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. On first down, Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
You see it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now it's the backup Gabbert. On the crossing route, complete. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the toss, Lewis. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just...
And he's going to go for it.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Benny Logan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Daquan Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
With it is Jackson. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Come back, come back.
On 1st and 10, Gabbard. And he's not able to get away. Gabbard sacked. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
To throw is Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Mariota now. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down, Mariota. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up.
What's that on that beat?